Boom. Hustleco Radio Show. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We haven't filmed in 3 days, but we're excited. Some people told us that it's actually nice. My sister, Ramin, because she gets excited for the next episode, so we kind of listen to our fans.
Yeah.
So today, this topic is about...
taking the plunge.
Taking the plunge. A lot of times... Oh, fuck. Let's do it again.
No, keep going. That's good. This might be good for the thing. We're going to talk, so it's about taking the plunge. So let me, I'm going to help my business partner out here. He's got a bit of a brain block right now. And I haven't had. Is that your Starbucks? You stopped at Starbucks, you motherfucker? Okay, here's the deal. Taking the plunge in entrepreneurship. So we decided, we looked at our Hustleco Radio shows. We said, you know what, the most important thing is storytelling. So we want to talk about a story. And you can learn a lot from what we've been through the past 2.5 years in the entrepreneurship journey. Actually, is it 2? Now 3. Fuck.
Almost 3, yeah.
Almost 3. So, taking the plunge, that's, when you decide to start your business, and someone said to me earlier, like, you just can't be afraid. And it reminds me of when I was starting my company, Quadruple, with Hussam, and people would ask me, well, what happens if you fail? What happens if this happens? What happens if you can't get any clients? I said, well, if that happens, Hussam's going to go back to Jordan, and I'll take my piece of shit Saturn, if it can make it across Canada, back to Ontario. That was the plan. So it's just burning the boats.
Burning the boats comes out to the question, what's the worst that can happen? Like, the worst thing that can happen in the world is you die, or someone that you love dies. Yeah. But starting your own company is basically like the least risk ever. Like,
it is actually very low risk. It's a first world problem. It's like, oh my god, my business is gonna fail. Fuck it, who cares? Like, you're still alive, you still have food. Even if you do go completely broke, there are 36 places in Calgary where you can get a hot meal. Like, I've heard that from someone. Like, it's true. You're not gonna starve. You're not gonna die. Like, it's.
And like, what pisses me off the most is people have the idea of, I can graduate from school and then go travel for 3 fucking months or 3 years. Spend all that money to discover myself, and that's socially okay, and then they come back with all these fucking school debts and the travel debts. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard for you to, like, start your own business. You're building something, it's going to take you 2 years. It's a journey. It's like traveling. If you're graduating from university now, and this is a great time to say this, it's your chance to start your own business. Yeah, no fucking commitments.
Yeah.
You have...
Hopefully you're not married.
That's not a good idea. So, seriously, you have no commitments.
Yeah.
You have nothing. You have no payments on a car, no payments on a fucking house. That stupid shit. Just go. And you don't have to build something and get a loan. You have skills that you can use.
Yes.
What I suggest is having 2 lists. One list with the passions that you have, and another list with really the skills you have. And then when you take the top 2 and combine them together, and you will have something to sell. A freelance, you don't even have to have anything.
Everyone has something to sell.
Yeah. Like, there are symptoms for entrepreneurship. Tell us a little bit about symptoms we had when we decided we want to actually take the plunge.
Symptoms of entrepreneurship. Probably, not everybody likes their job, but that doesn't mean not everybody should start their own business. Yeah. It's when you feel like you're being held back at your job, I think, Hussam, is. A lot of people, like, they don't like their, maybe minimum wage job at McDonald's. Understandable, okay? I worked manufacturing. Didn't like it. Didn't mean I was ready to start a business at that time. It was a means to an end. It got me some summer cash. So the biggest symptom I would say is that you're trying to feel like you want to break free. You want to do things differently. You want to go against the grain, but you have a higher power, your boss, that's kind of holding you back or not giving you that kind of direction. That's one of the biggest symptoms.
Yeah.
Is like you're being held back. You're being tied down.
Exactly. And one big thing is unfulfillment. Like, what happened is we were engineers out of university. We were hired. We were working very easy job, 9 to fucking 5. We're getting paid $5,000 a month plus commission, and I spent all my money every fucking month. I was unsatisfied, unfulfilled. Every day I would want to go to the bar so I can just look for fulfillment. And everything was on paper perfect.
Yeah.
But I was unsatisfied. I was unsatisfied in masters. That means that I wanted to do things differently, my way, this way.
Yes.
The Quadruple way, or the Hustleco way.
Exactly. And that's one of the things you got to consider as an entrepreneur. Sometimes as a business owner too, you don't always think about this, but actually put this in perspective. Hussam and I, when we have to make a decision, we have nobody higher up to ask advice for, really. Like, we have mentors and stuff, but we don't have, when you're in a job, you say, well, let's do this. Should we go to this conference? I'll ask the VP corporate sales.
Yeah.
When you're here, you're like, well, should we do that sponsorship? I don't know, man, should we? Like, it's something you have to make that decision. And that's another symptom of entrepreneurship. If you like making decisions, if you like being decisive, if, I guess, in a negative aspect, are a bit of a control freak, that can be a good symptom. Because it's like you want to change things. You want to have things your way. So that's another symptom, I would say.
And sometimes, like, when you're in a full-time job and you try to do, like, things outside the box, people will try to put you down.
Oh, yeah.
But that is a symptom of entrepreneurship because you see it your way. You want to do it different than it has been done for 5 or 10 years. But then you have the boss telling you, nope, it did not work. It worked for years before and we're going to keep doing it the same way.
Why would we change it?
So a lot of people that get fired from their job or, you know, they're bad at school or they're like, they get suspended. That's a sentiment. Rebelness is a symptom of entrepreneurship. Rebelliousness.
Yes.
And that you just have to do it. You just have to throw yourself in it. That's it.
Throw yourself in
There's
it.
no other option. You can't do it
regret.
half-ass. Just burn the boats, jump into it, and you know, find the right people to help you, find the right business partnerships, and just go with it.
Exactly.
Try it live.
Try it live. Do it live. Try it live. Yeah, just go for it. You can't. I mean, you can lose, but you can keep losing, and eventually you're gonna win. That's what happens.
And I'll tell you how we did it, Steve and I. We, in April 2 years ago, we went to this retreat and we decided, hey, no more. We're fucking taking the plunge. We're building a company. So we started building the websites, our website, everything, 6 p.m. after we come back from work. I would sit down, use my work computer, that was powerful, and start building our website. Everything.
Resourcefulness is the ultimate resource.
Exactly. And what happened? Steve moved with me in the same basement apartment where we set up a home office cheap from IKEA. And Steve, where were we sleeping?
I was sleeping on an air mattress for 4 months. We shared a bedroom. It was like the army. It was sick. It was like the barracks. It was just, it was intense. And the air mattress kind of had a leak, so every week I'd have to blow it up a bit more. But it was an awesome time sharing a 1-bedroom basement. And
we had to do it. We reduced our rent. We took the risk. We were together, and it was fantastic. And people would ask us, "Well, how do you bring chicks back home?" And the answer is simple: we don't.
Exactly, because our focus was not on bringing chicks home. Our focus was on bringing our business to life.
Yeah.
And we've done that.
We've done that, and we moved up to a better house, more rooms, and now we have our own space. Boom, it happened. It happened. It just happened because we were dedicated. Every day we were waking up and our sole mission is to basically build this thing, which comes to the point where if you really want to start something and you want to keep that momentum going, you really, really have to believe in it.
Yes.
You really, your growth will be 10 times better if you actually have a purpose, if you really love it. And
exactly.
Without that, we would not have been here. We would have given up, like, when we lost all our clients a year and a half ago.
There was multiple times we could have given up,
Well, yeah, but if your purpose is strong enough, you just keep going. The camera might be running out of storage, so.
Okay. I do want to mention a marketing tip that's been on my mind. Mm-hmm. One thing that you guys can do, this is it's like a backdoor approach to getting, to spamming people. It's Meetup, okay? We all know about Meetup, and there's these groups, and there's like social media, marketing Meetup, there's, developer Meetup, all this Meetup shit. And there's like groups with 640 members. Get into a Meetup group, it's free, and then you can message and email each one of those members. So if you see someone and they have a profile that says, oh, they're a digital marketer, you need digital marketing services, you can reach out to them, right? Or you can try and sell them on a co-working space. Not that we've been doing that right now, but that is something you can utilize.
Yeah. Very, very good tip. You have to be DMing people. You have to be messaging people. Like, instead of doing sales, emails, all that shit, go social media, find the right people, and just tell them about your product or service, or provide them with a little bit of value first to get them in the door, to get them knowing about you. Just want to add one more thing. I want to take 10 seconds for the London attacks.
Yeah. 10. I'm really bad at moments of silence. Yeah.
And there's one thing. Mainstream media, fuck you.
Yes.
These fuckers are a group of radical people that want that attention, and you trying to make money off that by giving them that attention, that's what ruins it. That's what keeps them coming. The people that do that shit want just the attention.
Exactly.
Right? So stop fucking doing that. And Uber had surge pricing for 3 hours after the attack. Also, fuck you.
Yeah.
I love the app, but that's not ethical. You have people like Mark Zuckerberg. When I woke up, I was checking on my friends, and you have other people that are making money off this shit. So, again, what's his name, the CEO?
Travis Kalanick.
Fuck you.